Hello there my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars video. It is such an honor to have you here again. Whether it's your first video or you've been watching me since the beginning, as always, I appreciate the fact that you clicked and you're here to join me today. So we've got some pretty big Star Wars updates, various little tidbits, some of them are more definitive than others, but in this period of time as we await Ahsoka, more Shadow Lord Season 2 Starfighter, we're gonna hear quite a bit from the rumor mill. But you know what? Sometimes rumors do end up being true and they're pretty fun for speculation. So today we have a bit of new information for Ahsoka's second season, and then we're going to dive into a couple of other headlines from around the galaxy. So no more jibber jabber, let's dive straight in. So one of the most exciting things about Ahsoka Season 2 in my opinion, is that in many ways, it's the antithesis of The Mandalorian and Grogu. As much as I thought that movie was good fun, I'm kind of craving something more high stake. And Ahsoka really gets to the heart of true Star Wars legacy, especially with the promise of more Anakin, and there were rumors of Obi-Wan flashbacks, and maybe Padme and Qui-Gon. And in this season, my friends, Anakin's Force Ghost is rumored to be fighting Balin, the Force Spirit of the Chosen One, versus a former Jedi on his own dark side path. But if you guys think back to a year ago, one of the earliest rumors for Season 2 is that following C-3PO's appearance, we're finally going to get to see Leia in the flesh, post-Episode 6. Is it going to be Billy Lord? Is it going to be Ingvild Dela from Rogue One? Or is it going to be a new actress? And this is one of the rumors that I've personally heard about 3 separate times. Different reliable sources have been saying that there were plans to bring her into it. And following the recent Jeff Snyder reports that they are planning to bring in the big 3 from the original trilogy into upcoming content, I think Ahsoka is the perfect place for it. Whether it is, like I say, Leia, or Han Solo, or even Luke again, as he appeared in Mando and Book of Boba Fett. Whatever the case, today we have another source claiming that Dave Filoni has snuck in some kind of top secret cameo, a secret actor or actress to play an undisclosed role, and the description does sound very similar to the way they brought Luke into Mando Season 2. Like I say my friends, unsubstantiated rumors do need a big pinch of salt, but here's what they said. I've heard Ahsoka Season 2 had a major yet unannounced cast member under one of the largest casting lockdowns ever implemented in a production. Not just the typical black poncho and hood over them, but their scenes weren't even all shot during the production itself to avoid major leaks. So before official production and after, and only limited crew on the actual sets with them. They then go on to say they don't know if the actor was male or female, and at this time, they have no further info. They have suspicions it might be a male actor, but that's just their guess. But one thing that stands out to me is they say it's one of the largest casting lockdowns they've ever seen for a production. What caliber of Star Wars actor or character would warrant that? The obvious ones that come to mind are Mark Hamill, maybe for some more deep faking of Luke, Harrison Ford, if Han Solo is in this. It could also be Ewan McGregor or Liam Neeson. But this certainly does get you thinking about the kinds of surprises Dave Filoni has in store for us. And keep in mind, the delay to 2027 was not originally planned. A lot of the cast and crew still thought it was coming this year. How do we know this? Thanks to Amanis Fundy at SpaceCon San Antonio. He had no idea Ahsoka was delayed until we did. He found out through StarWars.com like the rest of us. Maybe they're doing more extensive reshoots, or as one scooper claimed, it's due to the scale of the visual effects and other post-production. But like I've been telling you guys, I think this is where Dave Filoni goes all out, especially following the box office to The Mandalorian and Grogu. It's clear that fans want higher stakes, connections to Thrawn, and on top of the Ghost Crew, connections to original trilogy characters. We already know about Mon Mothma, Admiral Akbar, 3PO, but are the rumors true about Nien Nunb, Leia, and Obi-Wan? And here's an interesting thought I had. If Leia acknowledges the threat of Thrawn, could that be a sign they're adapting more elements of Heir to the Empire? As I covered a few days ago, Bimi Sari is now canon. As far as Dave Filoni's latest comments on Ahsoka Season 2, he says this: working on it, I mean it's come a long way. I'm editing all of the episodes at once. We're deep in visual effects, and we're really proud of everyone. I'm excited for people to see it. And some fans are speculating that the reason it's being delayed is to spread out the upcoming projects. I kind of see why people would think this, but at the same time, 2027 is already jam-packed. More Shadow Lord Season 2, Starfighter, the 50th anniversary of A New Hope. In my opinion, it would have made way more sense to have Ahsoka Season 2 come out this year, but I guess not. Iman Esfandi also confirms that Ahsoka Season 2 is very Ezra-centric. This also aligns with some of the early rumours. A couple of folks said that Ezra has a new love interest, someone who is not Sabine. She is stuck in the second galaxy, and with Ezra back, he might fall in love with someone else, but apparently she's not everything she seems. She might be one of Thrawn's pawns, someone working for the Remnant. Iman says he's in the entire season, and he worked with a lot of new people on set, and he teases Ezra is going to go through some changes. He is forced to grow up, not to mention more fight scenes. And there is this kind of assumption by some fans, in the Filoni-verse, Ezra is filling in the role Luke played in Timothy Zahn's trilogy. So maybe just like the way Luke fought off the Nogri, Ezra is the one who's going to lead the Force charge against some of Thrawn's cogs. And as we know, we're going to Dathomir. But now moving on to some other Star Wars news. After 11 years, a Star Wars record has finally been broken. Star Wars Episode 7 The Force Awakens is often considered to be the most expensive movie ever made. The reported spending adds up to a total of $638 million. This includes both the production budget, along with marketing, and various other P&A costs. But now, according to a new report from Fortune.com, Jurassic World Dominion, which is the one from 2022, and not the latest Jurassic World, which was Jurassic World Rebirth, has topped The Force Awakens. It is now the most expensive film of all time. Universal spent an astronomical $658 million. And having seen the film, I can't help but wonder, where did this money go? It's nowhere near one of the best installments, even of the new Jurassic Park films. I much prefer the first Jurassic World, the 2015 reboot, and the latest, Jurassic World Rebirth from 2025. But apparently one of the reasons the budget was so inflated was due to factors stemming from the pandemic, and the production was required to comply with standard safety protocols. Not to mention, significant delays followed, and the movie's release was ultimately pushed back. During those off months, the studio continued to fork out for sound stages, rented equipment, security, and key production staff. Ones who had to stay ready to return to work at a moment's notice, and the main cast members were put in luxury hotels during extended isolation periods. Jurassic World Dominion went on to gross over $1 billion at the box office. And so finally, my dear friends, in other Star Wars updates, Ian McDiarmid thinks there is a chance Palpatine survived once again. He thinks there might be a way that Palpatine survived after the Battle of Exegol, after being struck down by Rey. There were some fan theories that maybe he succeeded in transferring his essence into Rey. I'm not too sure I buy into this, but Ian McDiarmid says there might be a way for Palpatine to live on. Unless it's a story set in the prequel trilogy or the original trilogy, we don't need to see more of him. Let the character go. At least for the moment. One day, far in the future, I'm sure they're going to do a Star Wars reboot, and if they do, there'll probably be a new actor to play Palpatine, but for the time being, in terms of Star Wars Starfighter and other post-Episode 9 stories, please do not bring him back.